When you have a cracked screen on an iPad, this is a primary iPad repair. This has never been opened before. This is an iPad that is directly from Apple. It's original, never been worked on before. Apple screens have a tendency to shatter. So when you're opening this up, when you're deciding where to approach, you want to make sure that this area, that you're not breaking it any more than you need to, because this generates a lot of shards. This can get caught in your fingers, get caught in your feet. It's really messy. I also have a canister vacuum on standby to vacuum up any shards that do happen to come out. If it's shattered on this side, what you're going to do is, if it's really shattered, you're going to take out the tape underneath, because those glass shards will stick to the tape. So you're going to just peel out the tape underneath. This area on top is not as bad, so it's not cracked on top as bad. I may be able to get a box cutter in, just like we did for the others, and gently open this up and be able to save that tape. Here's where we start looking for the tape. So I have the tape here. I'm going to use a pair of pliers. I grab it. And then use low heat. We're just going to pull up on the tape. And that's fine. The tape comes out just like that. This is what holds the iPad in place. We've seen this on the iPad body before. You're just going to take the tape. The tape actually, you can, if you pull on it and it doesn't break, it actually comes around the entire iPad. Good. So over here, I can hear a little bit of crackling when I run my tweezer along the edge. That means there's crushed glass here. Instead of trying to get out the crushed glass, I'm gonna cut the tape right here. I'm actually going to peel off that section of tape to make sure that there's no crushed glass or shards underneath, and I'm just gonna throw it out. This is an original Apple iPad, so the home button is not stuck on with crazy glue. There's just a little bit of tape under it. What you're gonna do is use the heat gun on the low heat setting and just heat that up a little bit, just a little bit. Too much and you'll start burning off the rubber. You don't want that. So just a little bit of heat, and then you're gonna go underneath it with a knife or a box cutter. I use a dull knife to make sure I don't cut the home button cable, and then just lever it out. And there's a little bit of adhesive underneath the home button cable. You want to make sure you get that as well. because that's what will stick to the new screen, the new digitizer, when you put it in. Again, very gently. Okay, there's a little bit of broken glass stuck to one of the home button pads. You're going to take that off. And you want to make sure you get the entire home button. So the home button has a gasket, a plastic gasket underneath it. So there's a layer of adhesive on top, the plastic gasket, and then a rubber gasket behind it. You want to make sure you get the plastic gasket out as well. The home button has a certain architecture, so you want to so it will sit flush when you put it into the new screen. You need all of this to transfer to the new screen. And you can see there's some glass stuck to the adhesive on the outside. This is where it gets a little time consuming. I'm going to take a pair of tweezers and then peel off that adhesive and get off all that broken glass. Here we have a new black screen. They send it for the 7th, 8th, and 9th gen iPads. They'll send you the same screen that works for all 3 generations. This one has 2 pieces of tape, one here and one there, as well as this little cushion. Same thing as before, we're going to take off the cushion and we're going to take off these 2 pieces of tape and fold this over. Take off the home button gasket because you don't need that. And then you're going to reattach the camera bezel that you took off from the old iPad.